What's up, beautiful people? Top of the week. Today is day 14 of 30 of the Metabolic Minute. Hallelujah. I got 10, 16 more days to go. I just forgot about today. I'm just going on about my business. It is Sunday, and Sunday is, I don't want to call it my feast day, but Sunday I normally enjoy some of the other foods that I like to enjoy. So listen, I'm not even gonna hold you. About 45 minutes ago, I had a nice little piece of chocolate. It was delicious. I went to check my Dexcom, which is my continuous glucose monitor, before I hopped on here, and it said 125. So it's gonna be interesting to see what the Keto Mojo say. And then again, my glucose is spiked right now, but I want to see how long it take for it to go down. When you have been fasting, and I've seen yesterday was at 1.2 ketones, and my GKI was a 4.6, something like that. Whenever you have some chocolate or something like that, your glucose is not going to stay high for very long. But today, and I'm gonna do my level best to make this super quick because I have my coaching call. So for Fasting for Her, I do my coaching calls on Sunday nights. And then we are announcing the winner to our Reset 21 Day Challenge. So that's going to be exciting. I know I've been sharing it, and I'm about to post a video in a few about the next challenge. It's straight to the core. So there is a buy-in fee, but we're going to have an amazing 21 days. If you want some results and you want an amazing coach and you're just looking to be motivated, supported, and encouraged through the next 21-day journey, holler at me. You actually could go to fastingforher.com and sign up there. The form is there already. We'll be responding to everybody starting tomorrow. The kickoff is on Wednesday. The door closed on Friday, and then we're going to go on and have an amazing time together. Okay. But yes, we're working on this core work, baby, core work. Okay, wait, before we go into this, actually, since we're here, we'll do this first. Let's go in and get these numbers. So we're going to clean our finger today. Oops, let me open up my strips. Today is going to be interesting. But as I said before, and this is something I'm hitting tonight on a call, is really to explain these numbers, what they mean. And then if you have PCOS, or you have high blood pressure, or you're a type 2 diabetic, or you're overweight, or you have hot flashes, we're going to talk about the GKI. I'm breaking it down, and then I'm giving protocols on how to attack each and every one of those. I really am big on the end of one approach. Like I said, this is me against me and you against you. When you come into a space and you're trying to do it like other people, 9 times out of 10, you're going to fail. But I'm really doing my level best to get the ladies to lock in on themselves. Let's figure out what's going on with your microbiome. If you have flop flashes, not flop, flop, flop. As you can see, my energy is on its head. If you are experiencing hot flashes, you can get rid of that if you choose to. If you're a type 2 diabetic, you can reverse that if you choose to. If you have high blood pressure, you can reverse that if you choose to. And the only challenge I had was maybe wanting to lose some weight, but I'm not a type 2 diabetic, and I don't have high blood pressure, and I don't have PCOS. However, my sister had PCOS. She started fasting, and guess what? She got pregnant with baby Bella. My mom had high blood pressure. She started fasting. Guess what? She's no longer taking those high blood pressure medicines. So shout out to them. All right, so we're going to clean it, the finger. Then we're going to pull it out or lance it, and we're going to prick. And by the way, the challenge is for men or women. So the community is just for the ladies, but the guys, if you're interested, you can hop in the challenge too. I'm teaching for the next 21 days, so you can get your microbiome together too and build an amazing core. So, boom. We got a little bit of blood, got a little far away from me, but we're going to go ahead and get this. This number going to be high today. We're going to see. What did I say? Yesterday, my ketones was 1.2. Today is coming in at, drum roll, 3, 2, 1. 0.1. Look at that. 0.1. 0.1 ketones. Okay. Now let's go in and see what our glucose is. And I know it's high right now. So when I ate that chocolate 30 minutes ago, it's in my bloodstream. It's working. And I'm literally showing y'all how insulin and glucose and all the, oh, come on. Okay, we're going to have to prick it again. Let's do this quick. Oop. Okay. Come on, comedian. All right, here we go. All right, so this is our glucose. 3, 2, 1. 120. So the Dexcom said 125. So we got 120. 0.1 ketones, and 120 is our glucose. And I'm gonna I'm gonna go get the GKI. I'm gonna sync this. I'm on the phone that this is attached to, but let's go see what it is. Good Lord, Sally, my GKI is a 66.6. And remember, 9, we're in fat burning mode. Yesterday I was at a GKI of a 3.6. But that just go to show you when we consume our foods, how fast they get into our bloodstream, and my body is working on burning the glucose, if you will, from the chocolate that I just ate 30 minutes ago. And I'm not fretting about it. I don't eat chocolate every day, all day. But again, this is a lifestyle. This is nowhere, no way, shape, or form a diet. So as I said, I was being transparent. I'm just bringing you guys along on a journey. Tomorrow is Monday. If I don't hit ketosis tomorrow, I'm sure I'll do it by we're gonna declare it. Tomorrow will be it. I will see a 9 or below tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Tuesday. But literally, once you understand what foods are doing to your body, you are in full control. Speaking of full control, let's hop into our faith focus for today. And our scripture is coming from Isaiah 26:3. That will keep him in perfect peace whose mind stayed on thee. So when our minds become consumed with the outcomes or the craziness of this world, we lose our peace. Like when we become worry warts, you can agree or not agree. If those of you that do agree with me, if you say amen, right? But today I'm learning to focus on what's in front of me right now, like today's assignment. I'll tell you, I'm very good at trying to figure out what's happening tomorrow, trying to figure out what's happening next week, trying to figure out what's happening. Like I might not even see you tomorrow. We spend so much time worrying about later versus being present is what we like to call it. Learning to be present in the moments. And when we're talking about this journey, let's just bring it back. Sometimes we're so consumed about the outcomes, and I'm not saying that the outcomes should be a thought, but when you allow it to overtake you to the point of where you're stressed, and remember, stress, that hormone cortisol will stop you dead in your tracks. You will not see no results. Your body will not switch from burning sugar to burning fat. Stress is just like that trump card. I don't know how to play trump or whatever card game go with it, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. But stress is that person. So just learning to sit, breathe. I talked the other day about sometimes when they get real noisy for me, I just cut everything off. I don't respond to text messages. I don't come on social media. If I do, I'm just posting and I'm off. I'm literally protecting my peace. And it's okay to do that. Now let's go into our metabolic lesson or topic, if you will. So why poor sleep can raise blood sugar when we are not getting enough sleep. One night of poor sleep, y'all, can knock you straight off of your toes. It will impact your glucose levels. I'm trying to tell you what I know. If you're testing, have a bad night's rest. Wake up and test and see where your glucose is. Sleep deprivation increases cortisol, and cortisol is our stress hormone. Higher cortisol can lead to higher glucose readings and increased cravings. So sometimes the best thing you could do, baby, for fat loss is to get your rest, not another workout in. And I've learned that the hard way. It's all about the quality rest and the quality sleep to the point where, well, I typically get up most mornings between 3:45 and 4:15. I shared this before, and I'm gonna make this as brief as possible. So before starting all of this, right, when I did the study about how sleep was important for us, it was very important for us to get our rest. I was like, let me try it. Because anything that's going to give me better health, I'm willing to try. This is not the first time I heard it, just like it's probably not the first time you heard it. But sometimes we got to hear it over and over and over again before it clicks. So what I decided to do was to start to get some rest. Well, let me tell you, I started to get some rest. Fast forward, it was like a week of me working late, getting up early, waking up, going to bed late, waking up early, going to bed late, waking up early. And one morning I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I was operating like this. This was my normal. The way I felt, it kind of reminded me of how I felt when I woke up before. I will push through. I've always pushed through, but I didn't realize how great it felt when you actually got a good night's rest. After that, let me tell you something. Your girl be sleep. So anybody know, you text me after like 9:00, you likely will get a response at 4:00 in the morning. Or respectfully, I try not to text anybody when I first wake up. If I don't write it in my journal, you may not get a text because I'll forget. But I'm saying that to say, like, really, So it's, and the more seasoned I become, I'm just learning how to take care of my body. Even when we talk about recovery or, wanting to lose weight or even building your muscle, like there's so much reconstruction that happened when you are resting. I literally was getting anywhere, y'all, between 3, 4, 5 hours of sleep. And I was just doing it. My dad tell me all the time, girl, you don't never sleep. You remind me of my mom. I go to bed, my mom awake. I wake up in the morning, my mom's still awake. That was me. But then I realized, like, you know what? I need to go to sleep. So now, guess what I do? Instead of me being put to sleep, because anybody that know me too know, regardless of where I am, if it's quiet and I'm sitting, I got plenty of pictures like this where people just disrespectfully take your pictures while you nodding. But that was me. So now, sister goes to bed. Okay, don't. This is probably the latest night that I'm up on a Sunday night because I have my coaching call from 7 to 8. And then, well, tonight, then I had the celebration call. But outside of that, your girl is getting her rest. People are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're 50. And I want to be 60 and I want them to be like, no, I'll give you 35. Because right now, for whatever reason, people are like, I thought you was like in your low 30s, like your high 20s. And I'm like, no. They were like, what are you doing? I said, aging backwards. Just taking care of my body, being cognizant of what I put inside of it, being cognizant of what I listen to, and being cognizant of like my environment that I choose to be in. And all of that is important. Mindset is everything. When we change our mindset, it will change your life. Okay, so if y'all are interested in the challenge, go to fastingforher.com. We got some winners tonight, and our next challenge is going to kick off on the 13th, 17th. Closing the doors on the 20th. It's a 21-day straight to the core. All the exercises you need, all the motivation you need, all the mental, 3 fast framework, your mindset, your body, and your spirit. We're covering all 3 of those. So if you are interested, hop in. It's both for men and women. I promise I'm going to deliver. All you got to do is show up and do your part. And I promise you, you will walk away with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 results. So that part is in your hand. All right. So make sure you do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. And I will see you tomorrow. Mañana. Is that how you say it? I don't know.